Imagine with me, you're late night scrolling through Zillow, as people have a propensity to do, and you're just kind of messing around, looking at different houses and things like that. Nothing particularly serious, but then, oh my God, you are hit with you see this amazing house and you're like, oh my God, this house would be awesome for me and my family. But then what the heck do I do? Because I'm still in my current house. Well, the fact of the matter is there's lots of ways to look at both buying and selling your house at the same time, and that's what I'm going to talk about. 2 months ago, we just closed on this family's house. They currently live in Cottage Grove and they wanted to move up into Eugene, right? So we put an offer on this house that they really wanted, and that was a non-contingent offer because they were approved for a bridge loan. We then closed on the house that they wanted to buy, and they actually just started doing some remodel on that. At the same time, they got their house down in Cottage Grove cleaned up and prepped for the market, and it just went on the market this last Friday. We've already got a bunch of showings and things like that, so I expect we'll have a successful sale on their house. All right, so there's 4 primary strategies that we can utilize in order to get you on the track of buying and selling at the same time, okay? So that first strategy that I implore all the time is a basic contingency, okay? So in that contingency, we put the offer on the new house that we want, right? And that offer is contingent on the sale of your current house or soon to be old house, right? So in that world, what that looks like is we put in that offer, then we turn around, we get your house prepped and ready to go on the market as quickly as possible, because our primary goal is to get your house pending as quickly as possible, because that's what's going to put us into a very solid position on the house that you're really wanting to buy. So we get your house prepped, we get it on the market, we price it aggressively, and we get it under contract quickly, and that puts us into a pending status on the new house, okay? The other option that we can do, once again, in that contingency, is instead of writing a contingent offer on the house we're wanting to buy, we put that contingency on the house that we're wanting to sell. So what that looks like is we get your house all perfect, we get it ready, we get it on the market, and we say in that listing, hey, this is contingent on us finding our next house, right? So basically, once we have your current house under contract, we have an accepted offer on it, then we go out shopping for the new house. Now, when we write an offer on the new house, we're already under contract on your current house. So even though it's contingent, we're way farther down the road because we have an accepted offer on your house. We have a closing date. That's going to make our offer on the new house much more solid and much more attractive to the seller, okay? Now, on your house, there's a lot of options that we can employ. One of the most common strategies to make sure that our timelines line up is we simply do a rent back on your current house. So we can not only be under contract on your house, but we could also stay in your house after closing for up to 3 months through a rent back option. And that would be another thing that we can talk through. Okay, so another very common way to buy and sell at the same time is what's called a bridge loan. Now, first step with a bridge loan is you got to chat with your lender and walk through and make sure that you qualify for a bridge loan and that the finance side all works out. But the huge advantage with a bridge loan is that it allows us to purchase, then after closing, turn around and sell. So it gives you time to move, it lowers the stress levels, etc. And more importantly, it makes it so the offer that we write on the new house is not contingent on the sale of your current house. Okay, so that's an important piece. So the way this works in practice is we put the offer on the new house, we're pre-approved for that bridge loan, we close on the new house, you get all moved in, then we get your old house all prepped, ready to go on the market, and we sell it on the open market. And then once that closes, we turn around and we pay off the bridge loan and everything's done. But it's a 1-2 step approach, really lowers the stress level and makes it so we have a high probability of being successful on the purchase side. So our third option on how to do this purchasing while we're selling is basically tapping into existing options that you have. And those options could be things like pulling into a 401k or looking at a HELOC loan on your current house, right? And so there's a lot of details that we would need to go over on this one to make sure that everything would work how we want it to and that you're safe through that process. So, but a general overview of that, the way it would look is if we have your existing house, and maybe in your existing house, we've got a lot of equity that's just sitting there and isn't being utilized. So we can talk to a lender and pull a HELOC on your current house, then turn around, use that money from the HELOC towards the down payment, etc., on the house that you're wanting to buy. Once again, we got to check with a lender and make sure that all of these things can be pre-approved. But if we qualify for the new house and the old house at the same time, we can utilize some equity out of your old house, put it towards the new house in the form of a large down payment, purchase the new house, get it all closed and done, and then we can simply sell your old house, pay off your HELOC and your existing mortgage if you had one, and everything stays the same and you're set, ready to go on the new place. The fourth strategy that we're chatting about is what's called a rent back strategy. Okay, so let me walk through what that looks like. In this scenario, right, we sell your current house first before closing on the new house. Okay, and this falls in line, we chatted about it a little bit earlier, with that contingency piece. So in this one, the contingency is on the property that we're selling, your soon to be old house. So in this example, what takes place is we market and we get your house sold. As part of this sale agreement, we agree between the buyer and seller, right? So in this one, you're the seller, that you're going to rent back your current house from the purchaser. You can rent back for up to 3 months. So that gives us effectively a little over 4 months to finalize the purchase of the new house. So in this scenario, we list your house, we get it under contract, then we really start shopping for the new house. As part of this sale, we write up a rent back. And in that, you can rent back your current house for up to 3 months, giving us longer to be able to view and look at all the options of the place that you want to go. We can close on the new house. You can have time to move in and in a relaxed format, all while you're renting your old house from the buyer. So that's the 4 basic strategies on how you can do this process. Once again, my name's Darren Ricketts. I've gone through this process with literally hundreds of clients. It's definitely something that I can walk you through, and we can look at all of your options and make sure that you're on the path that makes the most sense for you.